Hey YouTube, it's me King again. So this is draft number 3. I decided that I was gonna go try to get Mythic, so I'm gonna be drafting more and trying to push for that. The first draft we did in this format wasn't the best. I think we're 3-3. The other one we got to 7 wins, and this time I'm gonna try to do that again. The tutelage card in blue, 3-drop enchantment, is very, very good. Um, If you like this video, please like, subscribe. I'm pretty new, so comments on how to improve things you are looking for. If I have any audio issues, please let me know. I'm trying to fix those pretty quickly. So let's jump on in. Hope everyone is having good, safe plans for July 4th. You know, COVID is still a thing. It's getting worse in some areas, better in others. First pack, we open up Stormwing Entity. That is just a bomb. But the thing is, we open it next to the Fairy's Tutelage, which I think is actually better. My last draft was kind of like all over the place, and then I snagged like 2 of these, and they just win by themselves. Man. But if I pass this, then 100% they're going to be in blue. I think I'm just gonna take this, honestly. I'm just gonna see how far I can push this draft. If it backfires, it backfires. I'm gonna go for kill spells and cards that draw cards. Our main color doesn't even have to be blue. I mean, obviously drawing cards is best in blue, but they took a rare, so you can't really tell what direction this pack is going. This card's actually kind of a beating. I'm just gonna take this because it draws cards and it's in blue. I'm trying to cut blue even though I passed a blue rare first pick. I'm just gonna test this card out, see how far I can push it. And if I pass one, then I'm not gonna be able to do that. So this can block, right? Can't attack unless you control a 4 or more. So it's a 3 mana 5/4 blocking fiend over there. And I don't really want to win by attacking, although it does block flyers, and if I attack with 2 or more flyers, it does trigger. I'm kind of tempted to take the dragon. It's just a solid blocker. I'm not going to be attacking with it, but that's fine. Who knows, maybe I can pick up some random artifacts. Whenever you draw 1 card, instead you draw 2. That seems like it's kind of what I want to do, but also there's opt in here. It's double strike. Whoa. This card is extremely good. And it looks like green's really open. If you withdraw a card except the first one you draw 2 instead. I think it's just opt. This is like a win more card with this. We just need like a lot of ops, things like that. If we take too many of those kind of effects, then we're never going to actually draw cards. And if I switched in green, like there's absolutely nothing in green in this pack. Thrill's pretty good. Draw 2 cards. But Frantic has more upside. I'm gonna take Frantic. Now I'm probably gonna take Thrill. Because if you have multiple Frantics, you can have like probably 4 or 5 in this deck. Taking the Thrill. We're storming. Teferi's Tutelage. So, last draft, I had some of these on my sideboard. They made my main deck toward the end, and we just won like 5 or 6 straight. So, I'm actually pretty high in this card right now. Still trying to just cut blue. Feel bad for whoever got the blue rare. And press forward. Nothing really here for us. What am I most likely to play? Probably Pegasus. Although I could be Teamer. Yeah, does say draw card on it? Yeah, it's just be mono draw cards here. Only if I control a creature with flying. Flying, you say? I'm gonna pick the land in case weird things happen and I end up like Esper. Ooh, another Thrill. Sign me up. This deck's turning out okay. It's just a okay blocker, and then it adds mana for my instant sorcery, so it makes these cost like 1. Perfectly fine. I mean, I guess if I'm in desperate need for removal, that's fine too, but I'm hoping to not have to play it. Who knows? Well, we open up another blue rare. Let's see if we take it this time. 2 mana, 2/1. When it becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Well, seems promising so far. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than the hand, draw a card. So that's never going to happen. Discard a card, it can be blocked this turn. So it's basically like going to draw me a card every turn. Fey Feathers is one of the best removal spells. 6 mana, whenever you draw a card, pay 1 if you do tap or untap. Permanent. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get to 6 mana that consistently. And the rest is okay, but this one's like a card drawing engine, which is exactly what this deck wants. I don't really care about the damage, but another Frantic Inventory is pretty good. Peer into the Abyss. Is that? Yeah, it's just kind of a 2-card thing. Now, it should be known I only have 1 tutelage. But that's why we're drawing all the cards to find it, right? This is just a 2-card combo. Could it be right to take this? No. It's definitely right to take Inventory. Inventory is so good at multiples. Whenever it attacks, draw a card. We could have had a very interesting green-red deck if we went that route. I think I'm just going to take the land here. Yeah, because we passed that blue rare, I kind of expected this to happen. I'm just going to take this thinking it's a blocker with a lot of attack. You can trade up. None of this is really for us. I'm gonna pick this because it can block flying. I'm tempted to pick this so I don't mill myself in order to find my one tutelage. Although radio found, make sure I don't die is pretty good too, but I'm gonna take this. Because if we only found one tutelage, I probably need a way to kind of put stuff in my graveyard so I don't just deck myself. All these cards are kind of mopey. I mean, they're good in the right decks. I'm actually pretty big on Sage. I think he's a really good blocker. He's also just a beef stick 5-mana 4/4. I think I'm supposed to take this. No, let's take this. I think I might end up Jeskai again. That was a close decision down to the last second. Let's take a good kill spell in case we end up black. Peer into the abyss, you say? Are we doing it? Are we peer into the abyss? I mean, I'll take it as an option. Black is looking okay now. In which case, what are we cutting? Probably white. End up 3 colors, but then black's not really a splash with this unless we have mana fixing. Well, I'll just take this. Just take this, in case we end up black. Eventually we'll throw enough black cards in there where I actually, like, really consider it, I guess. Let me open up Conspicuous Snoop. Gain 2 life for each control with flying. Oh, this card's really good too. This whole pack's actually pretty good. There's not really like a bad card amongst this, pretty much. There's a kill spell. There's a bounce spell. I think I'm gonna take. Actually, this one draws a lot of cards. Draws 2, and I can return an instant or sorcery. Yeah, I kind of forgot that was a thing. Draw 2 and return an instant or sorcery. Or no, its power is equal to how many instant sorceries. So yeah, you just draw 2 cards. Discard 2 and then draw 2. Seems good with me. I think I'm probably just gonna take the flyer. It does get bigger. We might end up somehow trying to get beefy because I only have 1 tutelage. And if that is the case, a flyer is a good finisher. Which means I might not be playing this. Probably not playing this. Huh. I think it's just not one of these. We're very heavy blue. Right? Didn't I pick one of those? Could have sworn I did. Here's just another frantic search, I think. Drawing a lot of cards is pretty good. Could have sworn I picked up one of those. Yeah. It's just Dragonfire. Solid removal spell for 2. There's Thrill here too, but we only have 1 tutelage right now, so we're kind of backpedaling. Trying to form some sort of deck that can win without tutelage if possible. Turn to Slag, solid removal spell. Take it over like Frost Breath because it doesn't deal with it permanently. Oh man, it's looking like we're not going to be getting a second tutelage here. Which means we might be trying to win with damage. I'll take opt. Man. Yeah, it's still a beef stick. Conspicuous Snoop wield. Just throw it in my draft fodder. Nah, if we're gonna have to actually attack, he's actually really good. I don't think I have any good white cards besides Revitalize, so I'm probably cutting that. Cutting this. Whatever, we're not playing any of these. Probably not playing this. Probably not playing Wall of Runes. We are going to play the Golem because I can see myself cycling through my deck here in order to win, just because we don't have a lot of actual win conditions. But honestly, that's fine. Because it's 2 mana, so I can play it and then put multiple cards on bottom of my library, or bottom from my graveyard. So we're kind of like a super value deck that probably doesn't win that well unless it cycles through. But it can. Honestly, it seems pretty solid. It's just a blue-red like spells, blue-red spells deck so far. That was it, right? Getting the gems. Okay, so yeah, it turned out okay. I still think we're gonna win games with tutelage. Obviously, we only have one. Last time we had 2, and didn't see another one the entire draft. So obviously, other people were figuring how good it is. Yeah, it kind of turned out kind of crazy, honestly. Termagant, like it just, I don't know. I don't think we ever like made a mistake there. If there was one mistake, this could have been a completely different deck if my first pick was that flying 3/3 rare and it would have been fully beat down and would have took less card draw, probably. But like having 3 frantic search is ridiculous. And we're just, you know, playing pretty solid, like everything's really solid on rate. So sure, we're gonna probably deck ourselves, but then we have Golem here to refill, so as long as I don't know. I don't know what to think about, honestly. Yeah, I don't really think. I think that I might cut a land. I could see myself running 16 here. We just have so many card draw effects. I think we lose by flooding and drawing lots of lands. We do have thrills, though, to discard them. Seems pretty solid. Yeah, 17 lands is fine. I just have to make sure they don't counter my golem. Okay, so let's call this blue-red draw. No, let's call it blue-red. Oh, it's actually ooh-red, right? Ooh-red spells, because the majority of the deck is spells. Or big, huge, trampling ones that care about how many spells are in the graveyard. Send it. Okay, first match. I don't know, let me know in the comment section if you feel like I took something I shouldn't have there. maybe I kind of force a direction and kind of tunnel visioned. I do that on occasion. But every pick felt really strong. Pretty solid here. Low opponent. I've actually enjoyed these drafts quite a bit. I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, room to try different stuff. I've been impressed by the green creatures, and I've been impressed by the spells as well. That generally means that it's a good draft environment. I could double spell here, right? Yeah, so I could thrill that or scorch that. I'm just gonna do this now so it doesn't counter it. Discarding my frantic inventory because it makes my next one better. And then I'm gonna pass here with scorching up. And the plan is to kill something. Not this, because that can block that. And you want to spend 3 men to attack. I might just kill it, honestly. Frantic inventory. Yeah, if I had one, like, complaint, it would probably be that frantic inventory is just, like, might be slightly too good. Let's see here. Discard 2 cards, so it's gonna be... Let's discard these two. How many inventories do we have? We have 3, I think. The non-spirit. Let's just go for the tempo play. I could bounce my own. Man. This deck might just be really good. I'm gonna be able to friend inventory. Draw 2. Play Augur, discard whatever land I draw. Oh, and there's the tutelage. If we ever draw tutelage, I don't know how we lose. I didn't really expect to draw tutelage, honestly. Just expected the hard mode, but this is now easy mode. I'm trying to think of what rare you take over tutelage. If we end up absolutely crushing this with only 1, then it might just be broken. So he's doing the theme deck, blue-white flyers, which is fine. I have not been super impressed, but it's a fine archetype. I'm gonna block here. I'm perfectly fine trading. It already did its job. I don't know why you thought I would block there, but... Turn to slag. Okay, so I can... Whatever becomes untapped. So I actually have 6 mana here because of the Artisan, but only for sorceries. So I can read the tides I'm not really under a lot of pressure. I'm gonna read the tides. Like, sure, he's got some flyers. I have removal spells. So I was gonna draw some cards here. Trying to get this game done, not with damage, but milling my opponent because that's fair. So this is gonna be 2 mana, draw 3. Yeah. I would say 1, inventory is like passable, not great. 2 is good. 2 mana, draw 2 is very, I would say it's very good actually. And then 3 is just insane. So if you have a choice between any card draw or frenetic inventory, just take inventory. Not necessarily because the first one's so great, but because the second, third, and if you ever get a fourth one, he's exiling my tutelage. Well, like I was saying, we only have one, but he's also at 8 because we've been attacking with our 4 mana 5/4 that drew us 2 cards. I mean, I understand we had to discard 2, but like we discarded 2 that we didn't really care about. So let's start with that, right? Maybe not. So I'll have 3 mana left over if I do this. Yeah, let's just apply the pressure. I'm doing this now because... So if I do this, he has trample. So it's going to be 7 power, and it's just lethal, right? I don't want to miss lethal. 7 power. He blocks it. He absorbs 2, and he has to block it. Sure. Because if he blocks here, he's dead. So he has to block the 2 damage from the Augur in order to survive. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7. He's going to be at 1. That's a weird... It's like a chump block, but he's got trample. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, wanna know? Let's run it back. See how fast we can get through this. If I can just 7-0, maybe I'll throw another draft in. But yeah, I've never been Mythic limited before. I think the highest I ever went was Platinum. So I kind of like the idea. I'm probably just going to be discarding Gurdrak because he's never going to attack, and I forgot that I actually win by attacking now. So I'm just going to be thrilling. Actually, I might just be starting a land because I'm going to have 2 draw steps. Beginning your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died this turn. That includes theirs. That includes theirs. So, yeah. I did not know that included theirs. So if his creatures die, it counts and it creates a treasure token. The only issue is I don't have any like real removal. I have exile, turn to slag, and then a bunch of draw cards. So it's really going to be about him, like, trading. So here I'm going to be discarding probably just one card. And I think it's just the turn to slag. Because it's going to give this guy a little power. And I want to draw cards for land. I want to get 6 for Read the Tides. But I don't really want to discard Dragonfire or Augur. And this is just like a 5 mana clunky removal spell. Green-white. Their big thing is counters. So we'll see if they end up with that synergy or not. At the moment, he's just playing a bunch of 1/3 spiders that are good at blocking, but honestly, I'm just trying to draw cards. Like, I'm just trying to do my own thing, opponent. Like, I'm not really trying to attack that much. So, I'm gonna start off with Augur, discarding land and Thrill, expecting to draw land, I guess. It's not hit a land, but it's fine. I got an opt to find one next turn. Do I attack? I don't think I attack into 2 open mana. Like, next turn. I just don't want to attack without having my mana up. There's no reason to. I'm not in a rush. He's not attacking a lot. He's playing 3 mana, 3/3s. So, do the land. This is instant speed, this is instant speed, so I actually am going to attack here. See what he does, because I could kill something in response, I can make this bigger in response. This card's a house. I actually think it won our last game too, right? I'm okay with going to damage. Obviously you're going to be doing something here. And it has trample too. Man, this card's busted. So if I Dragonfire his Snuffle Snout, which I am going to do, not only does it kill it, but this will trample over and still hit him, because this creature's no longer there. Oh man, I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna top it, just because it's guaranteed land 6, but I don't think I really needed it. Like, I kinda just want spells and stuff. Sadly, it exiled, because of Scorching Dragonfire's text. It did not kill it, so it did not get an artifact. Treasure token. Another 3 mana 3/3, or you're gaining 4 life. So he has 3 open mana. What is 3 open mana signify? There's a 2 mana kill something that's tapped. That's probably most likely, because the other one's a sorcery that deals with power 4 or more. If that's the case, I'm just going to draw 3 and attack. Buffs up my guy. I don't really know when I would do this. When, like, I'm immediately going to die, but then it's even not that good. Do I attack? I feel like the only card he could have that kills my guy that he's leaving up here is the 2 mana kill something that's tapped. Last turn, he didn't do it because he would have put a +1/+1 counter and killed my guy, and his guy would have survived. I think I'm not going to attack here. I don't want to give him an opportunity to cast that spell profitably this game. Unless I want him to. No, we might not have it, but there's no reason not to play around it. Still leaving open mana. He might have a land in hand, but We'll see. Start with inventory. There's the tutelage. I think we just tutelage and opt. Still no reason to attack. Just run the land. Actually, just gonna inventory. 2 mana draw 2 is pretty good. Draw it twice. Hey, it's our win condition. If I wanted to be a jerk, I could just take forever, then put cards from my graveyard on top of my library. That's the reason this card is in this format, I feel like. No, there's no attack. Maybe an opponent. Yeah, seems pretty good so far. 2-0. Ranking up in the world. Now to platinum. I think last season, if I recall, I might have gotten to like Diamond 1 and then stopped there. But it wasn't really like trying to climb, it was just playing drafts for fun. So I think if I actually put effort in, I get the bit there pretty fast. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this beating. I think it'll be more competitive in the higher rankings. No, I said early on that I was impressed by the green creatures, but honestly, those spells in this format really has impressed me so far. And that 4 mana 0/4 that draws you to, like discard 2, draw 2, seems very good. It's got trample just randomly attached to it. Seems good to me. That's the best card. I was watching a stream earlier, and someone was saying that Teferi's tutelage is similar to Solar Flare from the last format, where you open one and you have to pick it, like it's mandatory. So if we end up, kind of forcing this deck a bit and winning a lot, I might try different avenues. Something I haven't really played that much is Blue Mage. Yeah, I guess I do have a bunch of islands. Something I do want to try is just like, black, fun, little sacrificey stuff, but there hasn't been an opportunity yet. I prefer to get people dead, but and stuff like this happens. Discard a card, can't be blocked this turn. So I'm gonna discard a card I can't cast. So that means he can't be blocked this turn. Attack. Don't care about the damage. And then I'm gonna tutelage, discarding Frantic Inventory. Probably. No, because I need a draw. I think it might just be Island. So I'm going to untap this guy, tap 2, draw a card. So I have 2 draw steps here. The one from him and my draw step, I want to draw any land. So actually, it might have been Singer. Kind of regret that actually, I think it was Singer. Yeah, I might get punished here. I just got so greedy. Okay, so now that we made that mistake, I guess I'll just take another hit. I'm going to be making it so he can't be blocked. Discarding Thrill. Hoping to hit. If we didn't, we should have discarded Singer. 100%. Wasn't even close. But you live and you learn, I guess, right? Yeah. We might have punted the entire game last turn because the plan is to Dragonfire this thing. But now obviously we cannot do that. I think this is like the magic gods telling me that if you resolve this spell, you don't automatically win. Because I don't think I've lost a single game where I have, so. I get it. Okay. Okay. 18. So, I've got a chump blocker for something. I've got a kill spell for something else. I could jump in the way of this. The fact that we have the chump blocker here kind of sucks, not gonna lie. I have to do this now, because if he has like a blowout like protection spell, we just lose. Sadly, we're just gonna be chump blocking. Doesn't have trample, right? Yeah. If we can draw a land, we can turn to slag this. That might not even be good enough. Yeah, it's game. We threw it. We threw it by discarding the land. First loss of the day. First loss of the day. It's okay. You know, mistakes are made. I got greedy. 2-1. 2-1. Papadayos. I mean, sure. Gonna be dropping this, so next turn we can inventory and opt. Actually, sorry. Protege and opt. Right? Yeah. I still think it's that play. No, we can't do that. So in that case, it's probably just Protege. Sure. I wonder if he's getting aggressive. He's probably getting aggressive, right? So in case he has some other crazy pumps, I do want to have more ability to chump block stuff. I'm not going to be winning by chipping in damage. It's going to be overwhelming or not. What could he have here? I don't think anything kills me. I could be wrong. Hey, that looks like a great candidate for Scorching Dragonfire. Gain 0 life. That's relevant. So it's gonna be bouncing his dude. I should actually like read the cards before I do them though, because like, what if this was randomly a spirit and I couldn't bounce it? It probably would have been the game. Two mana draw two is pretty good. First strike. How did I have first strike? Dub? Yeah. So I just play Ogre here? For the trades? Worst removal spell ever? If he has some way to like give it flying, I don't want to die with that. And like I was saying, like we're going for the long game here. We're not gonna win by chip damage. I did it last turn because you know no real pain in doing so. I didn't work today, but my wife did, and I think she's punishing me. I think that she turned the AC down way down because it's starting to get cold in here. I'm just playing blockers at this point. Honestly, I just don't want to die. I probably could have attacked with this. It's probably safe to do so. I was just thinking he could tap something down. He like gives this flying. He can then tap like this down and attack. I don't feel like getting hit like at all. Solid, solid. So I was just thinking, if he could, like I'm trying to think of how I lose at this point. Trample. So I feel like the way I lose is if he has a way to get this flying. And it goes to me, he like taps down my guy, goes to him, taps down my guy, and has some big attack. But so far so good. Nothing too crazy is happening. And that's kind of why I attacked, was because I have temp blockers that need to be on the ground, and I'm fine with trading either of these for him. Sure. You're helping me out. So we are going to Augur, discarding land and Thrill. We're going to inventory, drawing 3 cards, I believe. Like 6 here, I think it's just game. Yeah, it's just game. Good game, opponent. First win in Platinum. When our deck does its thing, it does it well. I just have to make the mistake of not randomly discarding lands when I don't need to. Ooh, that's a good one. I was actually just thinking about Thrill. So even though I have pretty good draw cards, it's probably just this, just so I could block this if possible. This is like one of the few cards that could just like outright kill us really fast. That's a value card. It still ramps too. Like this card's very, very good. Hey look, Tron assembled. Yeah, it's one of my best cards, I guess. It's an instant, no reason to do it now. He's not going to be countering my stuff. I feel like his most likely card in hand is going to be the... Oh, interesting. I'm fine taking chip damage here. Was the 2 mana +1/+1 counter and then gives protection, and because of this it would actually give 2 counters. So he's playing a 3 mana 4/4? Sure. So I have another 2 mana, draw 2 in here. Doing okay. I actually regret discarding both lands. I should have discarded Protege as well, I believe. +3, +1/+1 to his entire team. And then do you have a removal spell as well? Okay. The no attacks there means that he didn't have a removal spell, which is good. So I'm going to discard Protege and land. Because we're thinning our deck quite a bit, and I'm going to need Golem probably this game. Yet again, these augurs have really impressed me so far. Target creature gets flying until end of turn. So you're attacking. So he still thinks we're trying to win by damage, which I mean is a possibility, I guess, just not as likely. 2 mana, draw 3. I need a land. There's a land. Let's turn to slag this thing. Sure. I'm taking 4 here. Just playing multiple reach or flying creatures right now. I'm trying to set up for a board state that I don't feel like is gonna kill us like really fast. Sure. Maybe just forgetting about the reach. That'd be nice. Hey, look, you read it. So I did that now because I was thinking I could probably draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop I would want to play. So if I attack here, 4, so we could block with just the Snoot. I don't think attacking at all is worthwhile. It's close. You know, it's close to worthwhile. But the fact that 8 cards left. 16. Yeah, I'm gonna have to activate this at some point, I think. So I think it's going to be now. So it's just gonna be like stuff, no attacks in turn. I'm just gonna be like putting turn to slag, things like that on the bottom. So turn to slag. And then let's do you again. Go to draw. Go to draw. Scorch Dragonfire. That's pretty good. This is the only game so far where I've actually had to activate Golem. But the record, I believe, is 3-1 right now. The first 3 games are really fast. Or maybe it's 2-1. And then we won the third one. Yeah, it's 3-1. We were 2-1 and then now 3-1. So I think I'm going to leave up Dragonfire and then use this ability one time. I don't think I need another blocker. Famous last words. I guess we can kind of look at our opponents. Yeah, this is what I was worried about earlier. So he's Harbinger. Use Rada. So he's a Naya deck. Interesting. So I'm going to go to blocks. I'm going to block here. He can pump twice. Right? So I'm going to block here as well. Which means I just block there. So we can pump twice. Which is he just dead next turn? Not quite. So if he stacks it wrong, I can just kill it. But if not, then this still kills it, right? +3 is... yeah, this still kills it. One, two, three, four. I'll be blown out. I'm fine with that. Do you have something? Oh, visionary. Yeah, that's fine. So, they're gonna trade. Seeing again a little life. I'm gonna put Scorching Dragonfire on top, or on the bottom. Draw. Bounce something. I think you're the scariest. Play this. Let's activate this now. Auger back on the bottom. No attacks. I only have 6 cards. So we should be drawing the turn to slag pretty soon. Yeah. So if I didn't put any cards on the bottom, like if I wasn't able to do that, I might actually like lose this game. Or like it would have been really close. Golem coming in clutch. People were complaining about this card too, being like, it's a junk uncommon. Termagant, this is the epitome of the decks that you hate. Where like I could have attacked and I probably could have like won through attacking in some way, but instead I just like put cards in the bottom of my deck to not deck myself and just slowly kill you. Sure. So what are you telling me? Is it a trample? No? Okay. Is that if he drew that, he could have killed me last turn, I think. Interesting. It looks like Arena decided to just crash on me. Good old Arena. Hopefully it loads back in fine. It's weird how it would just like do that right when he was about to lose. It was like the last card was milling over and the game was like, no, you are not supposed to win this way. You're supposed to be attacking. Punished. That was pretty crazy. So now we're 4-1. Oh, actually, real quick, I'm gonna go run and turn the AC down or have a blanket because it's getting really cold in here. Let's get this screen back here. She had it at 69. My wife hates me. Okay. I think naming this Blue-Red Spells is pretty accurate. I think we've won one game so far on damage. Sure. Like, even though I'm a red mage at heart and I enjoy turning creatures sideways and things like that, my favorite way to win is to completely ignore what my opponent's doing and just do my own game plan. So usually it involves things like, Embercleave or things like that. To kind of just build a board state, kill my opponent, and they wish they could do something about it, but usually you cannot. I won a PTQ in Hill when I went there on a trip, and I was playing a Hollow one, so that's my kind of jam. It's just Augur, discarding Protege, and Inventory. Kinetic Augur. So he's a 3-color deck that currently only has 1 color. Feels bad, man. Play our 2-mana draw 2. So if I draw 2 more, it's not really that good. It's okay. Just play this for trades. I'll give the beats. I don't really see myself blocking anytime soon with that creature. If it wants to kill spell and get in for 4 or 5, whatever, it's fine. Sure. And this does exactly 5. Yeah. And it destroys the equipment too. Has anyone read this before? And it's text. I read this as a bad 5 mana does 5 damage. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. I would like a count of how many times that's actually destroyed enchantments. Or artifacts, I should say. Equipment. Ugh. Talking is hard. Yeah, good game. Pretty convincing there. He was kind of screwed on mana, stuff happens. I think we are thrilling, discarding Protege. Well, this is one way to lose. I guess if I never draw islands, I have 10 sources in here. Next turn I get to play Golem. I guess I still have like, you know, thrills, things I can draw, but it's not looking good if I don't draw an island anytime soon. I wonder if this wasn't a keep. It seemed like a keep. One island and the deck's humming. I still think it's Golem. Maybe? Just use as much mana as possible. Because if I draw an island, I want to cast multiple spells. We're going to opt instead of inventory because I want to draw specific cards. Not that. That's fine. Two-mana tap only if control flying. So if I attack at all, I'm going to be taking some damage basically. Like additional damage. Which is not great for me. I'm going to do something on his upkeep, and I think I'm not going to attack because I don't think I want to be there anymore now that I've unlocked blue mana. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's why I did it on his upkeep, was because... Actually, I should have done it at his end step, because now we did get the buff. But I was thinking about exactly that card, because he had 2 mana up. It's fine. So right now I'm taking 4 in the air. So I need to draw something to deal with these flyers. Did not get there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a frustrating game. I feel like the keep was fine. We just gotta kind of run over. I used feet at the wrong time there. I should have let him attack, do his thing. We would have won 1 more life, and that might have mattered. But we can't lose another one. I've thrown away 2 games, pretty much. Can't throw away a third. I think we're 5-2 now. And then 6-2, 7-2. Yeah, we're 5-2. I feel like I stopped attacking when I should have stopped attacking, but because I played the feat so badly, he was able to do the basically 2-turn attack all to kill me. Well, I'll probably be auguring discarding 2 lands, but that's kind of why that card is so good, is because sure you want to like kind of discard spells to get a bigger or you know get the value, but at the same time discarding 2 lands is also pretty good. Oh, so he's basically contemplating, do I kill this? I think he will. Yeah. I don't really know exactly like what his hand looks like, but I assume he has one more kill spell. Just by how long he took to decide there, I feel like he was deciding, do I use the good kill spell and use my mana, or do I wait? So I don't think he's going to have another grasp for this. I mean, he might, but I think it's more likely that he... So we're going to go... I could go land here and get punished. Why not get punished, right? I do have a 2-minute draw too. And lands are the most likely draws in the deck, because they're close to half the deck. So does he have another grasp? What's a 4-mana kill spell in this format? Another grasp. I was kind of hoping he had the 5-mana one, and he was deciding if he wanted to use his mana or not, but no, he just had Grasp, which are just one of the better removal spells in the format. Wow. I don't even want to cast it, so I'm going to cast this, discarding Mountain, and I think Inventory as well. Do you have another kill spell? Is this deck mono Grasp of Darknesses? Grasp of Darkness. Man. Yet again, get punished for discarding lands. I just discard lands, just like default. It's bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking a big hit here. I was tempted to turn to Slag the Cur, and I think this coming turn I will have to. Because he's shown me so many removal spells that I can't afford. I think I can afford it one more time. Punish me. He's gonna untap, 5-minute kill this, attack me, but that's still fine because he's not pumping. Yeah. Another Grasp of Darkness. So this guy has 4 grasps. 4. And we're still gonna win. And I don't think it's gonna be close. Just discarding Island. Shock and Mask. this for mana efficiency. I'm probably gonna block if he attacks, which he should. In which case, I probably should have played this because he's probably not attacking, and this could block the 1/1. This has a menace too. Might be dead here. Wow. So he's like kill spell, kill spell, kill spells drawn. Ridiculous. I've been valuing him out quite a bit, but like. I doubt any pump. He is exactly not enough to kill me here. I don't win by bouncing. So I think I just have to kind of regroup. 4, 5, 6. He's exactly one short. If he has any kind of pump, I accept defeat. Otherwise, I need to restock to survive this nonsense. What's funny is he doesn't because he doesn't care about drawing a card. So I either need a combat. I don't think I can win this normally anymore because he has so many attackers. And I don't have a way to gain life. I just have to combo kill him. Which I did not do. There's no way to draw cards. Five. Man. I feel like the stack was better than what I gave it for. But it looks like we might be ending at 5 and 2. Yeah, there's nothing to be done here. End a good game. We were the bad guy though. We were trying to like storm and kill our opponent that way. Ended up with 2 defeats in a row there. 5 wins, 3 losses, 5 and 3. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this video. Please like, subscribe to the content if you want to see more. I'm gonna be working my way to Mythic. I'm gonna be putting this on the Magic Arena Draft playlist on YouTube. And my only scheduled time to actually play Magic is going to be Saturdays and Sundays from 7 to 11. I'm going to be doing standard for those. Might be mixing up historic as well, because I'm interested in that format as well. But yeah, hope everyone is going to have a good July 4th, and YouTube. Check you later.